Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Make some correction in question number 1E part. Structured and application skill based type question. Page number 37. E question number 1. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Uh, number 1 is anther, 2 is filament, and the both are collectively known as stamen. Do this. We have written this androecium. In place of androecium, right here stamen. Number 1 is anther, 2 is filament.
And which subject you are teaching?
It's a biology.
No, today is not bio, today is chemistry.
Today is chemistry period.
Yes, ma'am, because timetable is changed na, so that.
So this that timetable will follow from the 21.
No, but ma'am, the sir told that today onwards this.
Okay, no problem. But do this correction after I will take chemistry. Okay, do this correction. It's a page number 37. Then part E, question number 1. See, number 1 is anther, number 2 is filament. Collectively, both are known as stamen. They are known as stamen. Same here. 5 is stigma. 6 is style. 7 is ovary. And all three collectively known as pistil or carpel. Done? This correction I have made. Yes? Have you made this correction? Okay. Look at the lesson number 5, pollination and fertilization. Yes, student, wait for a 1 minute. I will ask to sir and then students kindly wait for a minute. I will ask and then take class. Whether it is biology or chemistry. Okay, today I am taking class biology. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. The new chapter is pollination and fertilization. Tell me, what is pollination if anyone knows?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Pollination is the process of transfer of pollen grains from one insect to another stigma.
Pollination is the process in which pollen grains, which is made by the anther, reaches to the stigma of the flower. The process of pollen grains reaches to the stigma of flower is known as pollination, right? There are different kinds of pollination. The different method of pollination is there. The anther of the stamens produce a powdery material. It's a very fine powdery material, and that is known as pollen grains. Each pollen grains contains two sperm nuclei. Each pollen grains contains two pollen grain sperm nuclei that participate in reproduction. These pollen grains participate in reproduction for initiating this process of formation of fruit and seed. After reproduction and fertilization, they form fruits and seed. The first step is the pollen grain must reach the stigma. It may happen in three principal ways. These pollination done by these three methods. First is autogamy. Autogamy. Auto means self and gamy means marriage. Autogamy. It means pollen grains of the same flower reaches to the stigma of the same flower is known as autogamy. Then the another thing is getinogamy. 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 Getu means another. It means, and gamy means same as marriage. It means the pollen grains of one flower reaches to the stigma of other flower of same plant. Other flower of same plant and neighboring flower is known as getinogamy. Another or neighboring. It means another or neighboring. Getino. In this autogamy, the pollen grains reaches from one flower to the stigma of the same flower. Suppose this is the flower and having pollen grains. These pollen grains reaches to the stigma of the same flower. This type of pollination is known as autogamy. Then getinogamy. It means this flower reaches, the pollen grains reaches from one flower to the another flower, stigma of the another flower. That is known as getinogamy. The third is allogamy. Allogamy. And this allo means another. another. In this allogamy, the pollen grains of one plant reaches to the stigma of the another plant. This process is known as allogamy, and the name this is known as cross pollination. This is known as cross pollination. One plant and this is another plant. In this, the pollen grains reaches to the stigma of the another flower of another plant. This type of pollination is known as allogamy. This transfer can occur through wind, insect, and other agent. And for this, they require some agent to reach the pollen grains from one plant to the another plant, and these agents are wind, insect, and other organisms. It may be water, wind, insect. The term is used for this transfer is known as cross pollination. Pollination is the process of transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma. Pollination must occur between plant of the same species. Pollination occur between plant of same species. It means the pollination may occur in the same species. If the rose plant, the pollen grains of rose plant reaches to the stigma of the rose plant, then it will follow the process of reproduction and fertilization. But the pollen grains reaches rose plant, the pollen grains of rose plant reaches to the another flower. This is not done. The reproduction and fertilization may not be done by this process. The species may be same. Many different kinds of flowering plants may be growing in the same vicinity. For example, in an orchid may have trees of mangoes. In an orchid, there are different kinds of flower, different plants of different types of crops, and they may be neem tree, neem, mango, grapes, and people. Some wild, some crops are there, wheat, rice. So many plants and so many crops are there, but the pollination occur in the same species of the same kind of plant. It means mango, the pollen grains of mango reaches to the stigma of the mango plant, then it will done the process of pollination. If the mango pollen grains reaches to the any other flower, reaches to the rose flower, the stigma of rose flower, the pollination does not occur here. The process is this. Here is a autogamy, allogamy, and cross pollination. We can see here. There is a plant having many flowers. And these flowers, if the this is, and this is another flower, another plant. See, what happened in autogamy? There is a stamen and there is a pistil or stigma. The pollen grains reaches from this stamen to this stigma of the same flower. Of the same flower is known as autogamy. The pollen grains reaches from the anther to the stigma of same flower. From the same flower. Then what is getinogamy? It means here is a stigma and their anther. The pollen grains reaches from one flower to the stigma of the other flower. One flower to the stigma of other flower. There is a stamen, pollen grains. These reaches to the stigma of the same plant. Same plant. And this type of pollination is known as getinogamy. One more term is there, allogamy. The pollen grains of one flower reaches to the stigma of the another flower of another plant. This type of pollination is known as allogamy. There are three terms there. For this allogamy, they require any agent for the pollination. It may be wind, water, or insect. The pollination may occur in the same species. If there is a pollen grain reaches to the rose plant, to the stigma of the rose plant only, then they go for the fertilization and reproduction. If they reaches to the any other flower, the pollen grains reaches to the any other flower, they do not go for the fertilization and reproduction. In an orchids, many trees are there, many crops are there. They may be mango, guava, lychee, different kinds of fruits, flowering plants, agricultural crops. So many plants are there, but from all such plants together, and thus the flower of the particular plant may receive all kinds of pollen grains. So the pollen grains scatter to the all kinds of flower, but the fertilization and reproduction may occur only in the same species. It's a natural, it is done by the nature only. Generally do not discriminate. The butterfly, water, and they do not discriminate the pollen between plants and collect nectar from all kinds of flower. In this process, the insects are carrying different types of pollen grains. They take different kinds of pollen grains because they sit on different kinds of flower, and they scatter them different kinds of flower, different kinds of plants. But the pollination, after pollination, the fertilization and reproduction may occur only in the same species if they reach at the same species. Therefore, the stigma of a flower of any one particular plant receive pollens of its own species as well as of others. But nature has designed flower in such a manner that only the pollen of the same species of same plant will survive and grow further to continue the process of reproduction, and the pollens of rest of the type will fail to germinate and perish. If they do not reach at the same kind of species, same kind of flower, They do not germinate and they do not go for the fertilization. They do not grow well. They only destroy. The kinds of pollination. There are two kinds of pollination. One is self-pollination, another is cross-pollination. I explain here. There is autogamy and geitonogamy are the type of self-pollination. Self-pollination is the transfer of pollen from the anther to the stigma of same flower. It is autogamy. Or to the stigma of the another flower of the same plant, and that is geitonogamy. Pollination between flowers of same plant is considered self-pollination on account of the common genetic character. They have common genetic character because they are the part of one plant only, The general qualities or features of any plant are the same in the different flower borne on it. They are same in their qualities because they born on the same plant and same certain minute bisexual flowers do not open at all even at maturity. In certain the different kinds of flowers, they have different design, so they do not open their leaves and their petals at the maturity. What happened there? Their reproductive structure, anther and stigma remain hidden and lie close to the each other. They are hidden in this and they are close to the each other. One another flower is there, so thereby facilitating self-pollination as no external pollination agent are required. Such flowers are called cleistogamous, and this type of pollination occur in pea plant and pansy. What is cleistinogamy? See, bisexual flower. They have both the pistil and stamen in one flower. Their reproductive structure, anther and stigma remain hidden and lie close to each other. They are close to each other. Here, stamens and pistil both are close to each other, thereby facilitating self-pollination as no external pollinating agent are required. So they do not require any other pollinating agent. They pollinate themselves only. The anther of the pollen of this stamen reaches to the stigma of the same flower. This type of when the structure is close and they are very close to each other, so the pollen grains reaches from an anther to the stigma. This type of pollination is known as this type of flower are known as cleistogamous flower. They are known as cleistogamous flower, and the example is pea and pansy. When can self-pollination occur? What is the condition for the self-pollination? For the self-pollination, the flower may be bisexual, means male and female. Male and female part of flower may occur in one flower only. In one flower. Self-pollination can occur in bisexual flower, in flower having both male and female organ. or it can also occur in such unisexual flower where both male and female flower are born on the same plant. Sometimes the flower are unisexual. Unisexual, it means they have only one part. Either it is male part or it is female part, but they are in one plant. Here is a flower having stamen, but at the same time, the another flower having the female part. It is the male female part and it is having male part. So at the same plant, same flower, at the time they also can occur self pollination because they are in the same plant. This type of self pollination is known as gatineogamy. It means the pollen grains reaches from one flower to the stigma of the another flower. This is done in unisexual flower if they are present in one plant. Then homogamy. To ensure self-pollination, it is necessary that the anther and stigma of a flower must mature at the same time. The second condition is what? Homogamy. It means both stamens and pistil mature at the same time. Homogamy. Mature at the same time. And they are ready for the pollination. This is the condition. When both the part of a flower, male and female, mature at the same time. These are the conditions for the self-pollination. Advantages and disadvantages of self-pollination, and they are advantages of self-pollination. There are two conditions for the self-pollination. The flower may be bisexual, or if they are unisexual, both the flower having are present in one plant. And the another condition is homogamy. Both the part of flower mature at the same time. Advantages. See what is advantage of this? It is most sure in such bisexual flower where stamens and carpus mature at the same time. It is sure the pollination occur. 100% chance of pollination because they are close to each other and both the part are present in the one flower. Then parental character are preserved. All the character the parent plant have are reserved and they passes to the next generation. Parental characters characters are preserved. If yeah, then the third advantage is there is no wastage of pollen grains. No wastage of pollen grain. no wastage of pollen grains. The flower need not be large and showy. The flower may not be large and showy because they do not want to attract any other insect or any other things. They do their work themselves. So flower need not to be large and showy. May not to be large and showy. Next is scent and nectars need not to be produced by the flower. They do not need any nectar or scent to attract insect. For the cross pollination, some flower need to have fragrance, a good smell and nectar to attract the insect, but in self pollination they do not require these things to attract insect. It is clear to you? Yes?
Yes.
Now, the disadvantages of pollination. Continued self-pollination, generation after generation, may lead to the weakening of the variety of the species. Self-pollination can weak the variety of species after generation to generation and next generation. So the seeds produced through it are poor in quality. The seeds are poor in quality and give rise to less vigorous offspring. And the offsprings are not strong and healthier. The another disadvantage of this is the weaker or defective character of the variety or breed cannot be eliminated. We cannot eliminate these weaker quality and defective character of the species from this by the process of self pollination. For this we require cross pollination. It does not yield new variety. From this it does not yield new varieties. The genetic traits of the same plant with no change and without any intermixing are passed on to the next generation. Thus, there is a little chance for the improvement in the next generation. There is no chance of improvement in next generation as the character of parents passes to the next generation, and then that generation passes the character of the of their to the next generation and the next generation. Through this process the quality of seed is weaker and not much healthier, and these defective character go weaker and weaker after the generation, and they do not yield new variety, and due to this no new variety we can get by the self pollination. Uh, to remove this, to stop this, there is a cross pollination is a method to get the new variety and healthier species. Cross pollination, the time is running out. I am not starting this topic and leaving the class. If you want to ask any question, do you want to ask? Yes? Kindly reply.
No doubt.
Okay. Cross pollination will take in next class, which is given to timetable to you. I will take chemistry class tomorrow. Okay. Is everything is clear?